The United States men's national soccer team, known as the USMNT, represents the United States in international men's soccer competitions. Governed by US Soccer, the team has a long and storied history that stretches back to its first official international match in 1885. Over more than a century, the USMNT has grown from a fledgling squad facing early defeats into one of the most recognized teams in the CONCACAF region, known for its determination, resilience, and moments of historic achievement. Soccer in the United States has evolved considerably since the late 19th century, and the national team has been both a reflection of and a driver for the sport's growth in the country. The journey of the USMNT began on November 28, 1885, when the team faced Canada in Newark, New Jersey. That inaugural match ended in a 1-0 loss, yet it marked the beginning of a long and evolving soccer culture in the United States. Despite the challenges of a nation where other sports, like baseball and American football, dominated the popular consciousness, soccer gradually found a foothold. Clubs were established, regional competitions emerged, and the national team began taking shape, building a foundation for the international presence it enjoys today. The early decades of the USMNT were characterized by sporadic matches, limited resources, and the struggle to gain recognition both domestically and internationally. Yet, through perseverance, the team gradually improved, participating in tournaments and friendly matches that laid the groundwork for future successes. One of the earliest significant achievements for the USMNT came in 1930, during the very first FIFA World Cup held in Uruguay. The team made an incredible run to the semifinals, establishing the United States as a competitive presence on the global stage. Although soccer remained a developing sport in the country, this early World Cup performance provided hope and inspiration for players and fans alike. In the decades that followed, the team faced both triumphs and setbacks, including historic victories and crushing defeats. One of the most memorable moments occurred in 1950, when the USMNT defeated England 1-0 in a stunning upset. That match became a defining moment in American soccer history, demonstrating that the United States could compete against the world's top teams despite its relatively modest soccer infrastructure. Throughout the late 20th century, the USMNT experienced periods of growth and renewal. The 1990 World Cup in Italy marked a resurgence for the team, as it qualified for the tournament after decades of inconsistent international participation. Soccer's popularity in the United States surged with the awarding of the 1994 FIFA World Cup to the US, providing the national team with an unprecedented platform to showcase its talent. The team played host to the world's attention, competing in front of record-breaking crowds and igniting a passion for soccer across the nation. Many players who participated in the 1994 World Cup became household names, inspiring future generations to pursue the sport and establishing a tradition of excellence that continues today. Key players emerged throughout this period, leaving indelible marks on the USMNT's legacy. Landon Donovan became the all-time top scorer with 57 goals and 58 assists, providing leadership, creativity, and clutch performances in critical matches. Clint Dempsey, tied with Donovan in scoring, was known for his dynamic play, technical skill, and tenacity on the field. Goalkeepers such as Tim Howard and Brad Friedel brought stability and international experience, representing the United States at the highest level and contributing to the team's growing reputation. Veteran defenders and midfielders, including Michael Bradley, Kyle Beckerman, and Eddie Johnson, provided balance, tactical awareness, and reliability, shaping the USMNT's identity as a team capable of competing against elite opposition. The USMNT's rise to prominence was not limited to World Cup appearances. In regional competitions, the team consistently dominated the CONCACAF Gold Cup, winning multiple championships in 1991, 2002, 2005, 2007, 2013, 2017, and 2021. These victories showcased the United States' regional dominance and helped build a culture of winning and expectation for excellence. At the same time, participation in tournaments such as the Copa America and the FIFA Confederations Cup allowed the team to test itself against South American and other international teams, gaining valuable experience and learning lessons that informed strategies and player development programs. Soccer development in the United States also benefited from the guidance of visionary coaches. Bruce Arena, one of the most influential figures in American soccer, led the team during its remarkable 2002 World Cup quarterfinal run. Jurgen Klinsmann introduced a more attacking style of play, emphasizing technical skill, speed, and international competitiveness. Greg Berhalter focused on youth development and possession-based soccer, implementing strategies that have helped nurture the next generation of talent, including players like Christian Pulisic, Weston McKennie, Gio Reyna, and Tyler Adams. These players represent the new wave of US soccer, combining skill, creativity, and physical prowess to compete at the highest levels. The story of the USMNT is not only about wins and losses, but also about perseverance, evolution, and national pride. From early setbacks to historic triumphs, the team has inspired generations of Americans to embrace soccer as a sport capable of achieving international recognition. With the 2022 FIFA World Cup highlighting the depth of young talent and the upcoming 2026 World Cup on US soil promising further opportunity, the USMNT continues to grow as a symbol of ambition, skill, and dedication. The United States men's national soccer team continued to evolve significantly during the late 20th and early 21st centuries, achieving new milestones in both regional and global competitions. The 1994 FIFA World Cup, hosted by the United States, marked a pivotal moment for the team and for soccer in the country. Playing on home soil, the team competed against top international opponents, drawing unprecedented attention and igniting nationwide enthusiasm for the sport. Despite facing formidable challenges, the team showcased skill, determination, and resilience, leaving a lasting impression on fans and aspiring players alike. The excitement generated by the tournament helped establish Major League Soccer in 1996, providing a professional league that would nurture domestic talent and elevate the standard of soccer in the United States. In the following years, the USMNT qualified for every World Cup from 1990 through 2014, demonstrating consistency and commitment to competing at the highest level. The 1998 World Cup in France, however, was a humbling experience, as the team struggled to find its rhythm against seasoned opponents, illustrating the ongoing challenges of establishing a strong presence on the global stage. The 2002 World Cup in South Korea and Japan marked a remarkable resurgence, with the United States reaching the quarterfinals. Led by key figures such as Landon Donovan, Clint Dempsey, and goalkeeper Brad Friedel, the team defeated Portugal and Mexico in memorable matches that highlighted tactical discipline, teamwork, and individual brilliance. The 2002 tournament remains one of the most celebrated chapters in USMNT history, symbolizing the potential of American soccer to compete with elite international teams. The 2006 World Cup in Germany presented mixed results, as the USMNT faced strong competition and was eliminated in the group stage. Despite the disappointment, the team continued to build experience, relying on the leadership of veterans and the emergence of young players who would become mainstays for years to come. In the 2010 World Cup held in South Africa, the United States demonstrated resilience and skill by defeating Slovenia, drawing with England, and overcoming Algeria in a hard-fought match. Advancing to the round of 16, the team ultimately fell to Ghana in a closely contested game that ended 2-1, reinforcing the importance of tactical precision and mental fortitude in high-stakes international matches. The 2014 World Cup in Brazil saw the United States maintain its presence on the global stage. The team secured a victory against Ghana, drew with Portugal, and narrowly lost to Germany, ultimately reaching the round of 16 once more. Their elimination came at the hands of Belgium in extra time, a match that illustrated the competitive gap between emerging and established soccer powers. While the results were mixed, the tournament provided valuable lessons, helping the team refine strategies, build cohesion, and develop players capable of competing at elite levels. Throughout this period, the United States dominated the CONCACAF Gold Cup, consistently winning titles and establishing a culture of regional superiority. Championships in 2002, 2005, 2007, 2013, and 2017 underscored the team's ability to perform under pressure and maintain high standards over time. Competing in international friendlies and tournaments such as the FIFA Confederations Cup allowed the team to test its skills against European and South American powers, gaining insight into different styles of play and expanding the tactical knowledge of players and coaches alike. Key players of this era solidified their legacy through exceptional performances. Landon Donovan became a symbol of American soccer excellence, delivering decisive goals, assists, and leadership in crucial moments. Clint Dempsey's dynamic approach and determination made him a fan favorite and a consistent threat to opposing defenses. Michael Bradley emerged as a midfield anchor, controlling the pace of games and providing both defensive coverage and defensive support. Goalkeepers such as Tim Howard set records and delivered heroic performances, including his memorable showing against Belgium in the 2014 World Cup round of 16. Other important contributors included Josie Altidore, who became a reliable forward, and DeAndre Yedlin, whose speed and agility added a new dimension to the team's tactical options. The period also witnessed a significant focus on youth development and international experience. Players such as Christian Pulisic, Weston McKennie, Tyler Adams, Gio Reyna, Sergino Dest, and Yunus Musa represent a new generation of talent, combining technical skill, creativity, and tactical awareness. These players have not only elevated the quality of the USMNT, but have also become key figures in major European leagues, demonstrating the growing respect for American soccer on the world stage. The development of youth academies, participation in elite club systems abroad, and structured national team programs have contributed to a more sophisticated and competitive approach to player training and preparation. Despite some setbacks, including the failure to qualify for the 2018 World Cup after a surprising loss to Trinidad and Tobago, the USMNT demonstrated resilience and a commitment to rebuilding. This disappointment served as a catalyst for renewed investment in youth development, tactical sophistication, and international exposure. The coaching staff focused on integrating younger players with seasoned veterans, aiming to create a balanced team capable of competing against elite opposition. Greg Berhalter's tenure emphasized possession-based soccer, tactical flexibility, and a forward-thinking approach to team construction, preparing the USMNT for future competitions and the challenges of hosting the 2026 World Cup. As the team looked ahead to the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, expectations were high. A combination of experienced players and rising stars allowed the United States to compete at a high level, advancing to the knockout stages. Memorable performances against top-ranked opponents reflected the growth, depth, and strategic planning invested in the national team. Matches against Wales, England, and Iran showcased the team's resilience, technical ability, and tactical awareness, reinforcing its position as a respected competitor in world soccer. The USMNT's story during this era is one of persistence, adaptation, and progress. From its early roots to becoming a recognized force in international soccer, the team's evolution reflects both the development of the sport within the United States and the broader ambition to compete at the highest global levels. Each tournament, victory, defeat, and milestone has contributed to shaping the team's identity and culture, fostering a sense of pride among players, coaches, and fans alike. The future of the United States men's national soccer team appears exceptionally promising as the nation prepares to co-host the 2026 FIFA World Cup, along with Canada and Mexico. The anticipation surrounding this tournament has galvanized players, coaches, and fans alike, creating an atmosphere of excitement and high expectations. The team has been meticulously preparing, integrating experienced veterans with emerging talents to craft a squad capable of competing against the world's elite. Training camps, international friendlies, and participation in competitive tournaments have allowed the coaching staff to experiment with tactical formations, positional adjustments, and team chemistry, ensuring that the squad enters the 2026 tournament with both confidence and cohesion. Key players like Christian Pulisic have become central figures in the team's attacking strategy, offering creativity, speed, and the ability to change the outcome of matches with individual brilliance. Weston McKennie's energy and versatility in midfield provide both defensive coverage and offensive support, while Tyler Adams continues to demonstrate tactical intelligence and leadership. Gio Reyna brings technical skill and flair, capable of unlocking defenses and providing decisive passes. Sergino Dest and other young talents add dynamism and modern soccer versatility, reflecting the evolution of American players in international leagues. The combination of youth and experience creates a balanced roster, ready to tackle the unique challenges of a World Cup hosted on home soil. Beyond individual players, the USMNT benefits from an increasingly sophisticated soccer infrastructure. Youth academies affiliated with Major League Soccer clubs, partnerships with European clubs, and advanced scouting networks have all contributed to identifying and nurturing the next generation of stars. These development pathways have produced players capable of competing at elite levels abroad, while simultaneously strengthening the national team. Investments in sports science, analytics, nutrition, and mental conditioning have further enhanced the team's preparation, ensuring that players are physically and mentally ready for the rigors of international competition. The historical achievements of the USMNT serve as both inspiration and motivation. The team's early success in the 1930 World Cup semifinals, the stunning victory over England in 1950, and the quarterfinal run in 2002 exemplify the resilience and potential of American soccer. Regional dominance in the CONCACAF Gold Cup, with multiple championships spanning decades, has established the United States as a formidable force in its continental sphere. These accomplishments reflect not only the skill and determination of the players, but also the strategic vision and leadership of coaches who have shaped the team's identity over time. The USMNT's record-holding players highlight the depth of talent cultivated over the years. Landon Donovan and Clint Dempsey, each with 57 goals, remain symbols of offensive excellence. Tim Howard's 121 caps and remarkable goalkeeping performances have set standards for consistency and reliability, while Michael Bradley's leadership in midfield has provided tactical stability. Josie Altidor's 42 goals and defensive stalwarts like Omar Gonzalez and John Brooks illustrate the balance between attack and defense that has been a hallmark of successful USMNT squads. The dedication and professionalism of these players have helped establish a culture of excellence, inspiring younger athletes to pursue the sport with passion and commitment. Significant matches and moments continue to define the USMNT's narrative. The 2010 World Cup victories and hard-fought matches in 2014 demonstrated the team's ability to compete with more traditionally dominant soccer nations. The disappointment of failing to qualify for the 2018 World Cup became a turning point, prompting reflection, restructuring, and renewed investment in the team's long-term development. The lessons learned from these experiences have informed strategies, player selection, and training methodologies, creating a more resilient and adaptable squad capable of facing the challenges of top-tier competition. The USMNT's influence extends beyond the pitch. Its growth has inspired millions of fans, fostering a culture of soccer in a country historically dominated by other sports. Major League Soccer, the national youth programs, and the increasing number of American players in European leagues demonstrate the sport's expanding footprint. The team serves as a symbol of ambition and possibility, showing that dedication, strategic planning, and talent cultivation can yield international recognition and success. The narrative of the USMNT is not solely about victories or trophies, but about building a sustainable legacy, promoting soccer culture, and nurturing a sense of pride and identity among players and supporters. Looking forward, the 2026 World Cup represents both an opportunity and a challenge. The USMNT aims to leverage the advantage of playing on home soil, combining the energy of passionate supporters with strategic game plans designed to maximize the team's strengths. Preparations focus on tactical flexibility, allowing the squad to adjust to different opponents and styles of play. Training emphasizes technical precision, physical conditioning, mental resilience, and teamwork, ensuring that each player is prepared for the demands of high-stakes competition. The integration of analytics, video review, and data-driven insights informs decision-making on the field, reflecting the modern approach to elite soccer management. In addition to competitive objectives, the USMNT embodies the broader mission of growing soccer in the United States. By engaging with fans, promoting youth participation, and inspiring future generations, the team contributes to a lasting impact on the sport's development. Every match, every goal, and every defensive play becomes part of a larger story, one that celebrates the progress of American soccer from modest beginnings to its current international prominence. The team's evolution demonstrates that sustained investment in talent development, coaching, infrastructure, and strategic planning can yield results on the world stage, creating a competitive force that embodies national pride and global ambition. The USMNT continues to pursue excellence, guided by a philosophy that combines experience, youth, tactical awareness, and creativity. Its history is rich with defining moments, legendary players, and memorable achievements. Yet the journey is ongoing, with a focus on continuous improvement, embracing emerging talents, and learning from past successes and failures. The team positions itself for continued relevance and impact in international soccer. Fans and analysts alike watch with anticipation as the United States prepares to take the field in upcoming tournaments, confident that the USMNT represents both the aspirations of a nation and the future of soccer in America. In conclusion, the United States men's national soccer team has evolved from humble beginnings in the late 19th century to become a respected and competitive force on the international stage. Its journey has been defined by moments of triumph, periods of challenge, and a steadfast commitment to growth and excellence. The players, coaches, and supporters have collectively shaped a narrative that celebrates the spirit of soccer in the United States, highlighting determination, talent, and ambition. As the team looks ahead to the 2026 World Cup and beyond, the foundation laid over more than a century ensures that the USMNT will continue to compete, inspire, and make history, representing the United States with pride, skill, and resilience for generations to come.